Folks, welcome to another Loot Crate review. I am your host, as always, Magnus Deacon. Now folks, I have to say I was really excited to kind of get my hands on these, because I've been looking forward to comparing, contrasting, and seeing what the differences are between the New Age Seekers and this group. Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. These are the Magic Square MS-B26 Tornado team. I have to say I was really looking forward to just getting a hold of both sets just to see which one I like better. And folks, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I'm going to compare them a little bit. There's going to be some special surprises. There's going to be some guest stars in this particular video in the guise of New Age, SemajZ, and MS-B26 Optimus Prime, or Light of Justice as they call him. But that's only because some of the accessories involve one, and the other was just for comparison, just to see, you know, which set I like better, and maybe show you which set you might like better. Folks, before we do all that, let's just go ahead and take a look at the Tornado team. Now folks, this is normally where the clamshell video would go, but honestly, couldn't get it to stand up on the turntable, so here we go. I'll just show it off right here. Sorry the background thing's fuzzing in and out, but as you can see, all it is mainly is just them, their guns and everything. So really, couldn't really do the turntable clip like I wanted to with the clamshell, but I just couldn't get it to stand up, to be honest with you. So now that we're done with that, now we'll go ahead and take a look at them in their bot modes.
Mission leader to Decepticon headquarters.
So folks, here we are looking at the Magic Square Tornado team in their bot mode. Now as you can see, they're a very nice looking set. As they come around, you'll see I have some of the different hands added in just for a little bit of flavor, and just to give you an idea about the interchangeable hands that they come with. Now these three look pretty good. I will admit I'm not that crazy about the sort of matte plastic effect they have. Of course, I've kind of said that before. I usually don't mind it, but here in the last little while it has become a little bit more of an issue for me. But just being totally honest, these three look really nice together. Yeah, I didn't try the Ginyu Force pose like I did with the last set that I reviewed, but that's okay. I kind of showed them, you know, just give you an idea of what you can do with these three. There are some things about posing them in their bot mode that's a little bit of a pain in the butt, and I'll go in a little bit more detail about that here in a minute. But just to see, you know, you can see the way the wings are. The wings can flip up or down on these guys, which is pretty cool. I'll show you a little bit more of that here in a minute. But folks, that is it for their bot modes. They look pretty good, and definitely would make a nice addition to anybody's display shelf. Now folks, after having handled these guys in their bot mode, I have to say, I do like these bots. They look really good. They've got a nice heft and a weight to them. And they are pretty good and posable. However, I can't say that I like when you move his arm up. As you can see here, his side goes with it. I can't say I'm very wild about that particular thing. I do like, though, that their blasters can be, you know, moved around up and down. They're on sort of a hinge pivot there, so you can kind of move them out to make room for, you know, moving the arms up and down and things. I wasn't very wild about this with the DX9 Seekers that I have, because it just, the jet parts shouldn't be on the back. I prefer how New Age did it with folding them up and hiding them inside the legs. Makes things a lot cleaner, but that doesn't mean these aren't good figures, because I mean, you can, you know, the wings are posable. They don't move. You can't kind of shrug them up or down to your preference like you can on the New Age set, but you're probably going to hear me say "but" a lot in this. I like big butts and I cannot lie. I do like a lot of the things. The feet aren't die cast on these guys, which, you know, that's no big deal. Magic Square usually doesn't do a whole lot of die cast in their figures, and I do kind of like that, because even with the plastic they're made of, they still got some pretty good heft and weight to them, and they are still decently posable. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the accessories and the jet modes. Why not? So here we have the first special guest star of our look at the Tornado team. This is the MS-B26, the metallic painted version of their Light of Justice. Of course, as you can see, this set, the Tornado team, comes with those pieces. Comes with a spare Starscream head and the little shoulder bits, just so you can kind of do the homage to that thing from that episode where Starscream was dressed up as Optimus Prime. Now folks, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, getting Optimus Prime's head to hold in his hands was a bitch and a half. It was extremely difficult, but I'm glad I pulled it off, because really, you can't have the Starscream in disguise look perfectly suited for it unless you actually have him holding the Optimus Prime head that he just took off. So folks, that is one of the little accessories this comes with. We'll take a look at the other one here in a minute, but this is definitely a worthwhile little bit to add a little flavor to your set. So folks, here we have the second set of accessories that comes with the Tornado team. It is the cape, crown, and shoulder pads set that Starscream wore in Transformers the movie before he met his untimely demise, but that's in a whole nother kettle of fish. So folks, as you can see, this is definitely a nice little set of accessories. I will say the cape is cloth. It's nice. That's a nice little cape. It's made out of cloth. It also it has sort of wiring inside of it, so you can kind of move it around, make it look a little more flowy. Just pose it however you like. But I have to admit, it's definitely a nice little cape. I'm not sure how wild I am about it, but it does work, and it does look pretty nice. Gives you the whole, Starscream's about to bite it look. But folks, that's it. That's the second set of accessories that comes with our Tornado team. Now let's take a look at the jet mode. So folks, here we have the Tornado team in their jet mode. Now, I kind of know what you're thinking after seeing the New Age set and their nice little stands that make the space bridge. I know what you're thinking. It's exactly what I said when I opened the box.
Hold it! What the hell is that shit?
Yeah, I have to say, but that is what makes this set quite a bit cheaper than their New Age counterparts. But they still look good in jet mode all the same. I mean, as you can see, they've got a nice tight little transformation. They fit together pretty well in jet mode. There are a few things I'm not wild about it, but those things may not matter quite as much to you as they do to me. But all that aside, nice looking little jet modes, and they definitely fit together like peas in a pod, like the Seekers, like the Seekers usually do. But folks, that is the jet modes for the MS-B26 Tornado team. And even with all their faults and flaws, I will say the Tornado team is still definitely Loot Crate approved. So folks, there you have it. Now folks, this is the final bit before we go to the ending of the video. I am going to show you a quick comparison between New Age's SemajZ and Tornado Team's version of Skywarp. Since they're both the same guys, and you know what? I haven't shown Skywarp enough love, if you want to be totally honest. So we'll compare the two of these, give you an idea about the differences between the two, just for fun.
Teleportation complete, Megatron.
So folks, here we have our other special guest in this. We have New Age H15 SemajZ. Now this is just a sort of a comparison between the two to give you an idea of which says which. Of course, I don't think I need to tell you the taller is the Magic Square Tornado Team version. But folks, as you can see, there is a little bit of size difference. There's definitely a little bit of difference in the paint. I have to say I do like the New Age version better, but that doesn't count out this set. They are definitely a nice set of Seekers. So folks, there you go. That's an idea of just exactly what you're looking at. But differences between the two, just so you can decide, yeah, I think I'll pick these up. Folks, that was the MS-B26 Tornado Team. As you can see, it's still recommended by me. It's still Loot Crate approved, but honestly, there's some things about it I like, there's some things I really don't like. And this is just a matter of course. You're just going to have to, I do have to say I do like the New Age set a lot better. But that's just me. That's just personal preference. I will admit, though, that Magic Square is up in their game with a lot of these figures. So definitely still recommended by me. If you like Magic Square, grab them. They're definitely worth getting. But folks, that's it for this Loot Crate review. I'll see you next time.
Find these figures and more at ShowZStore. Links in the description.